Hello there, this is Cookies, and I've got turn 83 of Imenaba, and we've got some pretty cool stuff here. So we've got a bunch of assassination attempts going both ways as part of the siege works around Agartha, I mean. And Vanarus is a free agent now, so we are on the clock for trying to end this war, but no naps have been ended just yet. So I'm not feeling the pressure to assault. I can keep trying to make this a more favorable matchup with his pretender. So we do cast a few Raven Feasts though. Give me 1 second. Alright, somebody tripped by. Anyways, so we get hit by two Earth Elementals right off the bat. Here's the first one. It finds a Sheik. That's perfect. Completely okay trading a Sheik for 5 Earth Gems. And then also here, we have a Shaitan with a Gate Cleaver going up against an Earth Elemental. See how he does. So he should have been on attack, but for some reason he was on cast spells, and now he's routed. So he gets hit once, and he's fleeing with the Gate Cleaver and the Black Steel Plate. So this is going to be a pretty big loss. Yeah. All right. So a disappointment of a Shaitan. Who was that? Yeah, not OP in my hands. Perfect name for you. Okay. And then here we have I guess like a counter attack Earth Elemental. So this Adept of the Iron Order and his living statue are going to try to defend from this Earth Elemental. Okay, come on. My Shaitan died to an Earth Elemental faster. And an important thing to note is I believe between Dominions 5 and Dominions 6, they picked up a magical Crystal Fist attack. And now that Tramplers can attack while they trample, could have played a large part into my Shaitan getting hurt and then deciding to flee. As well as the HP on the Draconian. The Draconian Bodyguard was probably a bad call. We have another Random Feast, 3 Air Gems for 18 death. Alright, and we have a fight between Ulm and Vanarus in Abyssia. Ah, okay. So this is one of Ulm's Tartarians. It got sent to the Inferno. It survived the Inferno. It's come back. It's got its full kit. It's got its paths. And it is fighting 1 PD. I don't think we need to see that. Oh, but there's a follow-up fight, and we can watch that. So this is some Storm Demons. We've got a Vanabog with a Demon Bane. Spittle the Bane Thug, who's got Precious and 2 Axes of Hate. 20 attack, 34 damage for each. We have this Bane Thug, who's got Greenstone Armor. And we've got this guy, who is a Vanabog Thug. So a lot of very killy thugs. Moving on into Abyssia. And this guy's done a little bit of buff, so he's at 31 protection, 224 HP. But he's only got 1 attack. And right now he's getting really distracted by imps. Also, because of Personal Iron Skin, he has a Shock Malice. So these Storm Demons can do a shocking amount of damage. Let's see. This is also a thug, a lucky thug. He's stunned. And that was a lot of very quick damage. Let's see who got the killing blow. Maybe a storm demon? Yeah, must have been the storm demon. I don't know. I don't see anyone credited with the kill. I'm not willing to go back through this top log to go look. Alright. So that was interesting. So some of the people sent out to the Inferno have started coming back on down. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of this other stuff. So we successfully corrupted a Knight Commander. And then we get 3 straight battles. So we're going to try to kill this Earth Reader. Alright. And statues are hard to kill. Yeah, it does manage to kill him. We follow that up. There's an Oracle of the Ancients with 4 statues. And this guy just has a shock trident. We could have been in trouble here. We haven't seen widespread use of bodyguarding until, I think, this turn. Smokeless Flame, good call, kills 2 of the statues. Unfortunately, he doesn't seem to be doing it again. Too much fatigue. Does kill the statues. Freezes this guy. He's at 19 HP. And wins. Alright. Oh, I was not expecting that. Alright, Smokeless Flame is pretty good. Alright, and over here we have another guy. This one's got an Axe of Hate. But he's going up against a Spectral Mage with a Skull Staff. And I think we got an idea of how this kind of thing worked out in the past when we ran our... Oh, gosh. Our Air Summon Seducer. Trying to get that Xenocephalian Shaman. And the same thing happened where Skeletons just walked up and killed her. So that Shaitan dies. So we're down 1 Shaitan, but we've killed an Earth Reader, an Oracle of the Ancients, stolen a Knight Commander, and a Golem Crafter. And we also end up trying to kill his Queen of Winter. So this guy has a couple of weapons and a bottle of living water. Unfortunately, the statues are doing a pretty good job defending. She's using Glamour Gem. She has 2d6 Unseelie Sprites. So she's just got a small army at her disposal. And they're working through this Ice Elemental. And after that, I have a feeling our Shaitan's in trouble. So instead of diving the Mage, he dives all the illusions. He's already fatigued out, he's routed, so he's probably going to die. And pass off probably a lot of his gear to her. So we lose our second Shaitan of the turn. Alright. We do steal an Oracle of the Ancients, though, so that makes it somewhat worth it, because getting a big Earth Mage who's also a Holy 3, I think I would rate these guys worth a Shaitan or 2, especially with the way I've been using them. So we get Basalt Born, Earth 3, Death 1, Fire 1. If I'd known I was going to be able to steal some of these guys, I wouldn't have needed to empower this lady in Death. I could have just used one of the Earth Readers I got, or one of the Oracles of the Ancients I got. But yeah, So we do end up pulling another Fire Death Crosspath Mage. So this guy's pretty handy. He is going to be on a retreat script. Goodness, I can't talk right now. And he's going to travel over to, his goal is to get to Mile Deep and claim the throne. But let's go ahead and get back into the battles. So let's see, and I think this one. So we've had some success, but we've lost 2 Shayton. Give me a second. I'm gonna get some water so I can actually speak like a normal human. Okay, and I'm back. So this Shayton, let's see, he does have a fire and a jar. He has a couple of weapons, including a sword of swiftness. Honestly, 1 or 2 spells and attack rare would have been better than this. So they just walk up and yeet him while he's self-buffing. So that's our 3rd dead Shayton. So at this point, I think Agartha's has definitely gotten the positive end of things. Let's see. We do have another battle in Agartha. I'm gonna go ahead and gym bait him again with this Hermit Sahir. You can see soaring army here, flying statues. Let's see. Ooh, she has a never healing wound now. Probably from that Phoenix Pyre explosion. Alright. And get another mage. Potentially get assassinated. Ooh, that's not good. A limp? Burning hands, that's good. Dang, she went ham there. Alright. So our Blood Hunter does manage to defend herself. Order of Knights. Ooh, Grandmaster fell to temptation. Interesting. Get some income. Squires have been interrogated. And Yellow Mold. So we get a whole bunch of bad events. Enchantment rituals are cheaper. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this. So there is a Glamour 2 Succubus. And this Demon Knight. And he's got a Hurtfinder sword. So this is actually pretty dangerous. I can't just casually counter raid into Demon Knights. So I'll have to figure out what I want to do there. And yeah, so we can see our sort of like our line of reinforcement between these 2 forts has been broken. And potentially we could be getting attacked here since some squires have been caught. So we got to keep an eye out on Tunnels of the Lost. But we are planning to storm this fort here. So we've got some archers, some Vanguard, more Draconians and Great Eagles to sacrifice, along with some Imps and Serpent Fiends to feed into the mix. A little bit of Infernal Prison, and just in case there's something serious inside. This guy's going to go ahead and head over to this fort. Shayton are going to reconvene on Agartha, including these 2. And yeah, doing a little bit of site searching. I don't really have anything I'm willing to send over here to defend against knights, so I might just wait for the knight attack and then go ahead and go fight it back. We'll see. we are doing another Earth attack. We're going to go ahead and teleport our god in. I'm still really concerned about Earthquake spam, so he's going to go ahead and do Will of the Fates. And that should protect us at least from one Earthquake, hopefully. Additionally, I've been having scouts go from Tunnels of the Lost, and they've been carrying stuff like helmets, gem reloads, and boosters to better survive gem burns. We are back on the Bloodstone train, doing a little bit of forging. This guy's empowering in death, like we talked about last time, where we want to break into high death, so that's going to be our goal with him. Getting another Skull of Fire. We're doing more Plagues of Locusts to break down Agartha's Dominion. So you can see 2 more casts of that. Some Infernal Disease. We're getting another Marid. So a lot of big summons again. We're getting a set of Dreamstones. And we're sending these guys up here to Blue Coast. We're still sort of planning to go over here. And that was because I forgot to check with Zan if he was still intending to give this back to me. Well, not back to me. I guess give this to me, because it's 2 away from my cap and it's a bajillion away from his. This was something he offered as kind of like a gesture of friendship. Maybe he felt like he bullied me out of Lish a little bit, but I don't know. I appreciate it. He doesn't have to do something like that. So it is a very appreciated goodwill gesture. And it'll let me control my Dominion a little bit better having this fort. If this province did not have an air gem income, because my air gem income is so low, I would probably give him this as like a similar sort of gift. But it does have that air gem, so I'm pretty hesitant to give that, or even this. This one's also got an air gem. And I don't really see anything else that I can casually give away from my pretty noodly empire. So, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But we'll be talking about all that next turn. So for now, these guys are going to go over here rather than where they should be going, which is towards Umpholia. We are going to get some more Storm Demons. We're forging a couple of Bloodthorns. More Storm Demons. This should be pretty consistent almost every turn. We're trying to get the Storm Demons. And yeah, so we are considering maybe a Dom kill on Agartha. Agartha doesn't have a lot of candles. Zan's probably, I think, claimed all these thrones. 1, 2, 3, 4, or most of them. So that should be exerting a lot of Dominion pressure into the Agarthan region too, which should break down his border candles. I've already got these locusts here, and they're going to move over here, try to get these candles. And yeah, we're also spending a good amount of our money building some temples. So we're going to build a temple here. And we're sending this guy over here to claim this throne to also get more Dominion kind of like temple checks. So with 3 groups of locusts, we should be able to break down his Dominion pretty quickly from this area. And then maybe we can Dom kill him without ever fighting that giant scary statue. So it's yeah, at least 300 HP. Goodness. So yeah, that's kind of our plan here. And I'm not planning a gem bait this turn, but I am planning to continue the Earth Attack spam, and we'll see about maybe a little bit more Shaitan action. But I think I've pulled a lot of the stuff I'm going to be able to pull without losing a bunch more Shaitan. But yeah, our goal here is to go ahead and take Smother Dark. And I think that's mostly it for this turn. We can see down here, Asphodel's Fort is still not cracked. There must be a tremendous amount of stuff in here because Asphodel Forts are not very strong. And we can see Pyrene is still working on finishing off Ulm. So this fort is not cracked. These two are. And it looks like some independents have attacked the Swamp of Solitude. So we'll have to see what's going on down there when he storms those forts. As we try to wrap up our war with Agartha and move on to whatever this Final Four picture looks like, where we've got Kidson and myself kind of like as the outside power is looking in. And then we've got Zan and Pyrene as the two kind of world-class powers. And we'll have to see how we match up with all of that. Should be a very interesting Final Four dynamic. So in terms of income, there's a good amount of income here. I'm doing a little bit better at managing our blood economy to support a better gold economy. Our gem income is still struggling relative to someone like Vanarus, but our blood economy is right up there with Pyrene's. So we're on a similar scale to Pyrene for the blood economy and gem economy, but we're behind on research, and we don't have all the demon knights. So I would say the quality of Pyrene's army is a lot more. And in terms of the army graphs, our army is getting much larger, much faster, and the quality is improving. But I can only hope that the quality improves enough to allow me to fight in these final wars to come. And we'll see what these two end up doing. They might try to do a 1v1, or maybe they'll do something a little more devious, where Zan maybe attacks Man, and Pyrene attacks me, and they try to race for the final throne. Maybe we get like a little more of a 2v2. I'm not sure. It's definitely interesting. Something I could see is maybe a Gift of Nature's Bounty play from Vanarus, and then trying to push against everyone, or a Throne Rush from Pyrene, and then just trying to win the game that way. So there's some different possibilities for how this game could end, and we'll just have to see how it goes. Now my current turn is the next turn, so let's go ahead and jump into that one. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.